Perashat Vayera 57:75. Our Perashat starts by talking about when Abraham Avinu greeted his guest and how he went out of his way to accommodate them. And also it talks about how Hashem came to visit him because he was recovering from his circumcision that he had 3 days before. And then after that it talks about the destruction of Sodom and Amorah, and the discussion that Hashem had with Abraham about Hashem plans and how Abraham treated with Hashem to save the towns, but to no avail. And the parasha goes on talk about what happened after the destruction, the origin of the people of Ammon and Moab, and then the issue of the war of the kings, and then the covenant that Hashem has also with Abraham, and the story of Ishmael, how he was kicked out of the house, and then the abduction of Sarah, and ultimately it finished with parashat of the Akedat Yitzhak. So it's very, very rich parasha. I would like to concentrate on the issue of Sodom and Amorah. We know that Hashem wanted to get the opinion, and in fact probably he wanted for Abraham to treat on their behalf. So he said, Abraham, and the Torah said, why? Because I know him, that he teaches his children the proper way. And so Abraham told him that maybe there are 50 people who are tzaddikim. You're going to destroy everyone, and what the tzaddikim did do. So Hashem told him, no, if there are 50 pious people, I won't do anything. Then Abraham told him 45, and there were no 45, then 40, then 30, then 20, then 10. And then Abraham, he realized that they cannot be saved. So here we can say that, you know what, either we can conclude that Sodom, they deserve what they got, or we can look at the issue from different angle that, look, if they had 10 people who are pious, the whole town would be saved. So here we can understand the importance and the influence of one person or few people to change the destiny of entire community and the entire town. And this is one thing. We do know, however, on the other side, that everyone should look at himself, that the world is half good and half bad, which means that if I do something, one mitzvah, one good deed, I would tip the scale for the entire world for the goodness. And God forbid, if I do something bad, I would tip the scale the other way. So here the question is, why only 10 people can save an entire town? And the answer is that I believe that because the town was so wicked and so degenerate, that 10 tzaddikim, 10 pious people, it will take them a lot of courage and a lot of effort to stand their position and express their conviction and conscious that guys, this is not the proper thing, this is not the way of Hashem, we should not behave this way. That will take a lot of effort. It's much easier if somebody lives in a community that they are tzaddikim, that they are by and large decent. No society is perfect for sure, but if they are good people and it's easy to live with them. There are tzaddikim, but those probably they will be judged at the principle that we mentioned before, that 50-50. But if somebody is living in a community that is reshaim, wicked, and he remains Sadiq, of course his reward will be so much more. Now, if we have, it will, that issue, that point will give us the opportunity to look at ourselves and our role on individual level and at community level. Let's say, for example, if somebody cannot get up in the morning to say Qira'at Shema on time, his biological clock is going not Eastern time, it's going California time. Every day when he wakes up, it's already past Qira'at Shema, probably past the Tefillah time, and he can do it. And I respect that because some people, their biological clock is set up that way, and it is indeed very difficult to change. However, if that person did significant effort that you know what, Hashem wants me to say Qira'at Shema on time, and I have to do everything possible to get up on time and say it. That his reward is much more than somebody who is early bird, who wakes up all the time in the morning, and for him to say Qira'at Shema, he will wait for the time of Qira'at Shema that is allowed to be said, to say it. That one, the first one, definitely will have much more reward. One other example, for example, we do know Hafiz Chaim said Kullan Lashon Ra, that the slandering is very common. There is probably no one or very, very few people in the world who are clean from Lashon Ra. If somebody say that, you know what, I do know that all of them, they do speak, but I want to say no, I don't want to listen, I don't want to hear, and I don't want to transfer Lashon Ra from one to the other. This is so much so that his reward will be much more than if he lives in a community that Lashon Ra is not that prevalent. Let's talk about talking in the synagogue during the Tefillah. Unfortunately, in some shuls, this is rampant. Qira'at Torah, they are talking about football game or the news of Israel or the stock market or real estate, and in the meantime the Baal Koreh is reading Sefer Torah, and to them they are not paying attention, or they talk during the Hazara. This is one of the only time that the Shulchan Aruch say Gadol Avonom Neso, that it's his sin is too big to be forgiven. They don't think how serious it is. If let's say that if we are praying in one of the shul, and the police department, the head of the police from that town, little town or big town, came to say something, everyone will stop what they are saying, and they will listen to him. Needless to say, if we have somebody from the government or even president come to talk, that the pin, you can hear the pin drops. Here we are standing in front of Hashem, Melech Melchei Melachim, and everyone is busy talking nonsense and probably something sur altogether. How bad of the avon it is. But at the same time, if somebody says that, you know, guys, this is really not the proper time to say we are praying, the Beit Knesset is created for Torah, it is Mezom Mikdashi Tirao, that includes also not talking and give respect to Hashem, that that if we respect God, if we give him the proper respect, that he will make sure that we will be respected. How big of zechut he will have. This is one of the things that is very challenging, and if somebody succeed in doing that, his zechut is very big, that he can indeed save his community and his entire city. So we have to reflect on what we do. Is it that we don't wake up on time? We like to eat stuff that is not kasher. We talk in shul. We talk lashon hara. We do something that is common, and if we stand our foot that you know what it is, this is not what Hashem wants. We have to say His will, and the rewards will be much more. So I hope that this story will, that this point will inspire us to reflect on how to become one of the 10 people that can save our community. Shabbat Shalom.